Power plant engineering is a very interesting subject, and I know a lot of my friends are very successful. Even some of the students whom I have taught, they are very successful because of concentrating and learning things related to power plant engineering. There are a lot of power plants in and around India and all over the world. There are so much of job opportunities which are available. If you are willing to work hard, if you are ready to dirty your hands, there are so much of jobs available in the areas related to power plant. There are different kinds of power plants. One of the common and mostly used power plant is the coal-based power plant. This is called the thermal power plant. You have this thermal power plant in a lot of places in India. You will be knowing about Neyveli Lignite Corporation, where coal is extracted. They mine coal, and this coal is used by these power plants for generating electrical energy. Now, let us see how this coal is converted to electrical energy. So, these are the parts of the presentation. We have the introduction, then different parts of the power plant, the functional diagram of the power plant, what are the different functions of the power plant, and the advantages and disadvantages. Coal is basically a fossil fuel like oil, and it is very easily available. That is one part. On the other part, coal is also one of the main reasons for the carbon emissions and the reason for pollution in the world, directly contributing to the global warming. This is how a power plant converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Sometimes it is called as power station, power plant, generating station, powerhouse, generating plant. It is basically an industrial facility for generating electrical energy. Most of the power plants will have something called a generator. This is basically a rotating machine. Generator will generate electricity when it rotates. Inside the generator, you have two things. One is a coil, and then you have magnets. So when this coil is rotated in a magnetic field, automatically it starts generating electricity. So most of the power plants use fossil fuels, and the electricity which we normally get from the power plants is transmitted um, using alternate current, that is AC, which is commonly used. There is another type of current which is called DC. We don't use DC because we cannot transport DC or transmit DC because of the losses that it incurs. This is a thermal power plant. This is a simple picture, but there are so many things which we can learn from this. You see three tall chimneys, and you see three short chimneys. Actually, these three are short chimneys are not short chimneys. They are short. From those things, steam is coming out. So those things are called the cooling towers, and the big one is the chimney through which processed smoke comes out. Okay, and the building, big building you see there is the power plant. A thermal power plant is a power plant in which uh, works on steam. Water is heated, and the boiler is used to convert this water into steam, and the steam is passed through the turbine, and turbine rotates, and again after the turbine the steam is cooled, condensed, and recycled. And this particular cycle, the energy cycle which is used here, is called the Rankine cycle. We will learn about the Rankine cycle in detail. So these are the different parts of the power plant. We have the coal conveyor used for transporting coal. Then we have the coal pulverizer where the coal is powdered. Then we have the boiler where the coal is burnt, and the energy from this combustion is used for heating water. Then we have superheater where the steam is again further heated, and more energy is added to the steam so that it can run the it can run the turbine. Then we have the economizer which heats the incoming water using the waste heat which goes out of the smoke. Then we have the reheater, where the steam is heated between two turbines. Then we have the steam turbine. When the steam is passed through the steam turbine, it rotates the turbine because of the high energy which the steam has got, and this pressurized steam converts into mechanical energy. Then we have a generator. Generator is basically an electrical device which converts this mechanical energy which the turbine has, and basically a turbine and generator, they are connected through a shaft. Then we have the condenser. The steam which is coming out of the turbine is cooled. Then we have the deaerator. When the steam is again converted to water, there may be some contamination like the air particles or the particles from the combustion, or there can be some contaminations. So those contaminations are removed through this deaerator, and you have the pure water which again enters the power plant. So this is the functional diagram of the power plant. So here we see the coal stockpile where the coal is stored. From the coal stockpile, coal is transported, and it is fed to the coal hopper, again to the pulverizing mill. In the pulverizing mill, coal is ground to a fine powder. From here, there are basically three circuits. One is the let us say the coal circuit, where the coal goes into the boiler. It burns separately without getting directly in direct contact with the water. After boiling, it comes out of the boiler as smoke, and this smoke is processed properly, and then it goes through the chimneys. This is the tall chimney we saw in the first diagram. The second circuit is the steam circuit, where uh, the cold water enters the boiler, and it goes through the boiler, and because of the heat it gets converted to the steam, and the steam goes through the turbine, and it rotates the turbine, and then after rotating the turbine, most of the energy from the steam is absorbed by the turbine. So we have a low energy or a low temperature steam, but again it is in the gaseous form. In order to convert the steam into liquid form, we have a steam condenser. The steam condenser converts into a liquid form, and the liquid, that is the water, which again enters the boiler, and this recirculates. And here we have the cooling unit. The cooling tower is what we saw in the first diagram, those short chimneys or the cooling towers. This is used to cool the water. And finally, this is the generator which is coupled to the steam turbine. The generator generates electricity. The electricity is fed to the transformer, where the electricity is converted to a very high voltage low current source. This is called the step up, because we cannot transport high current electricity, because high current electricity will incur a lot of losses. So it is converted to a high voltage low current source of electricity, and then transported directly to the grid. So this is the stage 1. Here we see the different functions. Here we say the stage 1. Here we have the conveyor. This is how a conveyor will look, and this is the pulverizing mill which is used for powdering. And this is stage 2. This is basically the diagram of the boiler. The air and the dust coal or the powdered coal enters, so it easily combusts, and then the smoke goes out. On the other hand, the heat is used to heat the water, and the water is converted to steam, and the steam goes out to the next process. The next process is superheating process, where the steam is again heated further and is converted to a high capability or a high power steam, or this is called the superheated steam. Stage 4 is the economizer. The waste gases which go out of the boiler, they carry some heat, so we cannot leave this heat directly into the atmosphere. We can use that heat to heat the incoming water which is coming into the boiler. Then finally, this is the stage 5, where the steam is again reheated between the turbines. And this is the stage 6, where we have the turbine. Steam enters the turbine and rotates the turbine and comes out as the cold steam. And this turbine is connected to a alternator or a generator, where when it rotates, it generates electricity. And this is the condenser plant, where the